What's going on, everybody? I'm Patrick from POWLAX, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to install a reinforced shooter. So a reinforced shooter, what's a reinforced shooter? A reinforced shooter is a nylon that sits directly above a shooting string. And so I'm going to show you guys on this bottom shooting string. And what it does is it pretty much gives a shooting string a little bit more force, a little bit more backing. And it gives the nylon that clean release feel. So it just falls right in between both of those things. Instead of having them be two separate parts, they actually become just one entity. And so I'm going to show you guys on this Warrior Evo 4X with 3 straights and POWLAX titanium mesh. And let's just get to it. So the first thing you're going to want to figure out is where do you want it. So I'm going to put it on this 3rd straight right here. And I want it to sit in the actual diamond that the shooter is going through, in that row of diamonds, and actually in the bottom of the next row. So you can put any type of nylon through any arrangement. I'm just going to show you the way that I kind of do it because it keeps it the same tension the entire time. So the first thing you're going to want and you need is sidewall holes to put the nylon through. And so I'm going to pick the one where I've got a knot directly above it. So I'm going to pick this one, and I'm going to go through the sidewall up to behind the mesh, around, down around the sidewall, and then in through the same hole on the other side. So you're going to go in the sidewall. I always like to go under any knots that I have, just because kind of works with the channel. It pulls it down on the sides. In through or up and around the sidewall, the sidewall string. All right, so it'll look like this. See if you guys can see it pretty well. Boom. Now I'm going to go all the way around to the other side, and I'm going to go around the sidewall string, between the sidewall and the sidewall string, down through and in through the hole from the through the hole from the inside of the head. So you end up with this. So as you can see, it's coming in this side, all the way around the mesh, and then around it and in. So now I'm going to figure out my tension, because I'm going to tie off a knot on the other side, and I need to know exactly where it's going to sit. So I'm going to place it directly where I want the nylon to sit at the stick's maximum point. So I'm going to pull up on this. I'm going to make it a tiny bit tighter than I need it to, but so it's just going to sit there like that. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find this position. So my string here is perfect. So I'm going to want to place my fingers somewhere on the end string, pull it out a little bit, and then tie a knot at that exact spot. So I have my spot, I'm tying off my knot. And that is to make sure that the string doesn't get any tighter or looser, or knots don't come loose. It's just a way to make sure that it stays consistent. After I'm done tying the knot, I'm going to pull it out, and I'm going to make sure that it's sitting correctly. So this is actually a little bit too loose. I actually don't want it to go this high. I want it to be right on that string. So I'm going to fix my knot and just pull the knot just a tiny bit tighter. And you might have pulled it too tight. You might make it too loose. You just got to make sure that that knot is probably the biggest part of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to alternate going through the 9 diamond above it, and then the 10 diamond that it's actually in. So I'm about halfway done now, and what you can see is that the nylon going straight through is here. And so it's coming all the way through, and all I'm doing is I'm weaving the other string around it and in to where I want it to go. So once this is done, you can mess with the tension by pulling the wraparound string through or back. If you really want to fix it, if it's really screwed up, you're going to have to take that all the way out, replace the knot, and then go through. But so that pretty much just keeps the nylon exactly where you want it. So right now I can feel a lot more tension on this, but as I go to throw with it, it's going to release really smooth. So once you get to the end, all you want to do is you want to find a sidewall hole to go through one of the holes. And there you have it. So now I have a reinforced shooter, and notice that the reinforced shooter is actually in the same diamond as the shooter is. So if I hold it up right, you're going to have a shooter and then your nylon on the same diamond. It actually goes just, you know, in that dead space that's actually between both diamonds. That's where you want to put it. And so now you can definitely feel a little bit of tension behind the shooter, but as you pull your hands through it, it's still firm. It's just not going to give like a regular shooter would. Thanks for watching this video, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys thought down in the comments section. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit me up on Instagram, and have a great week. I'll see you guys next time.